Hello everyone! Today you're going to learn how to establish and maintain a trusted tango connection. I'm Silvia Mezzasoma and this is Idea Tango. First of all, what is the tango connection? If you look up for the definition of connection, you will find out that the connection is a relationship in which a person or a thing is associated with something else. In tango, this relationship is among the three components of the tango Holy Trinity. What? You don't know what the tango Holy Trinity is? Have I made it up? In tango, the Holy Trinity is composed by the music, the leader, and the follower. The leader is associated with the music and the follower. The follower is associated with the music and the leader. The music is above both the leader and the follower. In this threesome, the leader wants to communicate to the follower what's going on his feet and wants to send the message from his feet throughout his own body up until the points of contact with the follower, where the follower can pick the message up. The follower wants to pick the message up from the points of contact with the leader and send it to her feet. At the same time, the follower wants to communicate to the leader what is going on her feet, and she wants to send the message from her feet throughout her own body up until the points of contact with the leader, where the leader can pick the message up. The leader wants to pick the message up from the points of contact to know where the follower's feet are and step accordingly. The music is playing above the two dancers, and both leader and follower, whilst keeping the relationship between them, they also want to establish a connection to the music to move according to it. The two dancers want to draw the music with their own bodies so that whoever is watching can actually see the music through the dancers' movements. The message that both leader and follower want to communicate to the partner has then to travel from the feet up until the points of contact and vice versa. The most common areas where this message is attenuated or even completely lost are the core and the arms. When I say core here, I mean the whole central part of the body, from the hips till the rib cage. The hips are a very mobile part of our body. Other dances like salsa take a great advantage out of this mobility, but not tango. Indeed, in tango, the more the hips move separately from the feet and the upper body, the more the message is lost. To exercise and improve the connection of your core to the rest of the body, place your thumbs on the lowest bone of your rib cage and your index or medium fingers on the hip bones. Now, walk normally like if you were in the street and try to feel what happens to these 4 points. Try to walk backward as well, even though in the street you wouldn't walk backward, I assume. Most likely what you feel is that the hips bone wave with respect to the rib cage bones. This waving in tango doesn't help, so now you want to apply a tango walking whilst keeping the 4 points as steady as possible. For all the technical details about tango walking, you can check my previous video. I'm going to leave you the link in the description here below. Now, with your fingers in position, you walk forward, backward and sidewards while ensuring that your hips they don't move at all or as little as possible. You might feel that the hip bone of the backward projected leg, it goes a little bit behind the other 3 points. This is normal and you need to allow this movement if you want to achieve a long, nice backward projection. However, you never want to feel both hips going behind the ribcage bones or more forward than the ribcage bones, because in this situation the connection in your body would be lost. To help you with that, bring your belly button a little bit in towards your spine and repeat the exercise. The belly button in also helps you in gain more control and stability over your movements. The second area of disconnection are the arms when they move separately from the upper body. When we assume the tango embrace position, both leader and follower create a frame with the upper body and the arms that goes from hand to hand. In this position, both elbows are the same height from the floor. They are sustained and well detached from the upper body. The shoulders are on the same line. And feel that the arms are sustained from the back, from the dorsal muscles. Once you have achieved a correct frame position, you want to keep it the same throughout your whole dance, especially when dissociating. To exercise this sensation, we are going to use 3 tools: a book, a short rigid support, can be a short stick or a kitchen paper roll or a hairspray bottle, and a longer stick. It can be an umbrella, a curtain stick or a broomstick. You place the book in front of your solar plexus and the short stick with one edge on your solar plexus and the other edge in the center of the book, keeping it parallel to the floor. Place the long stick on top of both your elbows and keep it detached from the short stick. Your hands are in the center of the book and the wrists are straight. The shoulders are relaxed. This is the position your frame should assume when you dance. The only difference is the left forearm for the leaders and the right forearm for the followers. The rest stays exactly the same. With this position as supports, you are going to exercise your dissociation. You can walk forward and backward, imagining that your partner is walking on your right side, and on your left side. And you can execute all the exercises in my previous videos related to the dissociation and the implementation of the pivots in your dance. I'm going to leave you the links in the description here below. Now that we have seen how to connect your own body, let's talk about the connection with the music. Both leader and follower are listening to the music while dancing. If the movements of your partner do not make sense with the music, it's very easy to lose connection to him or her because you don't know anymore what you are talking about. Hey guys, would be lovely to do this together. I'm going to be mainly melodic. What do you think? Cool, I'm in. Then I'm going to dance romantic. What do you think? I can feel the spring is coming. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping. What a beautiful day! Hey guys, would be lovely to do this together. I'm going to be mainly melodic. What do you think? I just saw this beauty, great body, super powerful, from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in less than 3 seconds. Are we still talking about the music or what? Hey guys, would be lovely to do this together. I'm going to be mainly melodic. What do you think? Cool, I'm in. Then I'm going to dance romantic. Would you like that? I'm also in. Yes, that would be lovely so I can show off my long lines. To make sure that you are talking the same language, the first thing is to step on the beat, so to establish a common shared base. The foot reaches ground on the beat. Then your music interpretation and movements have to make sense with the music played. So for instance, on a piece of music where there's no rhythm but only violins, you are not going to execute rhythmical staccato movements, rather slow, long, fluid movements. In a piece of music where the rhythm is predominant, you are not going to execute slow, long, fluid movements, rather rhythmical and staccato movements. When you are about to dance a song, remember the connection routine. Connect to the music, listen to the music and understand the beats and the mood. Connect to yourself, engage your core and arms. Connect to your partner, embrace your partner and find the connection with him or her. If you like this video, make sure to register to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button. And now I would like to hear from you. Which connection are you going to experiment first? Tell me with a comment. Practice at home and enjoy your technique exercises.